Oh.
Alright, let's talk about the most awkward touchscreen moment in America. You just bought your $7 latte. The barista hands you a cup, and then a screen flips around, and then it judges your soul. 15, 20, or 25% for what again? Pouring hot bean juice in a paper cup? No, don't get me wrong. I am a big advocate for restaurants and for the hospitality industry in general. But when I talk to folks in the biz, they will agree with this statement. Tipping has gotten a little out of control. On this video, we're going to break down how tipping went from thank you to you better, how it's draining your wallet faster than a weekend trip to Vegas, and how the real winners aren't exactly the workers, but the suits behind big tech that make tipping so easy to do. Hey, just a quick heads up, I am not trying to get canceled by every restaurant, bar, and cafe in America. I'm a huge advocate for the waiters, the waitresses, the bartenders, everybody front of house who bust their butts. It is a hard job. This is about billion-dollar companies that are flipping the tab onto you. So, now that we got that out of the way, let's get back to peeling back the layers of this overpriced onion. Let's start with some spicy stats. According to Wallet Hub, 86% of people think tipping has gotten out of hand. 83% want those automatic charges absolutely gone. Think about it. You're at a kiosk and you're plugging in your order for a burrito and it's asking for a tip. It's like you're working the line at Chipotle and you have to pay for the privilege. And it just doesn't even feel like generosity anymore. It's more like emotional blackmail on an iPad. And it's everywhere. Cafes, delivery apps, Amazon deliveries. Pretty soon, your fridge is going to start asking you for a tip every time you reach in to grab a La Croix. But wait, it gets juicier. Sometimes the tip doesn't even go to the employees. Some companies will actually take tips and fold it into their payroll. Meanwhile, the people behind the counter are making a wage that ain't exactly minimum. Translation, you might be subsidizing a billion-dollar company that keeps their wages low and their profits high. And if you don't tip, well, suddenly you're the villain in the Yelp comments. The social pressure is so thick, you could spread it on toast. Okay, let's start with some real-world examples of tipping where there was no tipping before. Five Guys, burgers and fries. Burger, fries, shake. That'll be $26.70. Would you like to leave a 20% tip? Just feels like I tipped my wallet into a fryer. Subway. True story. One time I went to Subway, watched the guy build my sandwich, and then put mustard on top of everything in the sandwich like it was a hot dog. In this day and age, that person would qualify for a tip. Starbucks drive-thru. Didn't even get out of the car. Chances are you're probably gonna tip. Now, the ultimate real deal insanity is tipping at a self-serve kiosk. And I have tipped at a self-serve kiosk because of the prompt. I literally tipped and then I said to myself, who did I just tip? Next thing you know, I'm going to be tipping my freaking microwave. Now, here's a fun fact. There's no tipping in Japan. I know. I've been there twice. And you know what? I had outstanding service in Japan. Go figure. This is full-on psychological warfare, people. The touchscreen lights up with big green buttons like you're defusing a bomb. 20% is pre-selected, and the no-tip option is in sad little gray font in the corner, feeling ashamed of itself. And the thing is, it works. Because we feel bad. In a 2025 survey, some Americans are making up new rules to cope with this crazy tipping situation. Like ordering standing up, no tip. Picking up food for takeout, some people don't even leave a dime. And yet, the tipping system continues because people like me feel bad and have to leave something. And in some instances, I'm letting some big old company justify not raising wages because I'm picking up their slack. Let's be clear though, this whole tipping culture is out of hand thing would not be possible without the tech behind it. So companies like Square and Toast are important characters in this script. Bottom line is tech has made tipping more widespread and has made the idea of dining out feel more expensive. And then when you add in things like inflation and rising food costs, suddenly the idea of going out for lunch feels about as fiscally responsible as leasing a Tesla Cybertruck. So, how do we fix it? Here's one idea: fix pricing. I recently went out to lunch, and when I paid for my meal, I asked where the tip prompt was, and I was pleasantly surprised to find out that tip was included. I was stoked. Another idea is to simply choose your businesses wisely. I take my son out for ice cream. He has a nut allergy. Every time I go into this particular place, they go to the extra effort of cleaning all the cutting boards, using a fresh scoop to avoid any cross-contamination. I am grateful, and I'm very glad to tip that person. I guess the idea is this: stop guilt tipping, start conscious tipping. Choose your businesses wisely and know that there's going to be a little bit extra when you go out. It's just part of the program. So, what's the deal? Are you done tipping out of guilt, or are you still smashing that 20% like it's going out of style? Drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe to the channel for more food truths hotter than ghost pepper salsa. This is Outrageous Foods, where the flavors are wild and the business even wilder.